My name is Isaac Poole, and we're at Through Herland Studio.
Okay. So like I know that you do a lot of creating here. What does this studio mean to you in particular?
This is the first studio I've ever rented, so this studio means a lot because I feel like it set the foundation for everything. If that makes sense. Of where I'm at now, I feel like this definitely set the foundation. Probably the ones I just did with Nora, the real dark ones.
Yeah.
Those are probably my favorite right now. And yeah, those are probably my favorite right now.
Yeah. What made you come up with the concept?
Alright, this is what happened. So I was thinking the other day, and I wasn't really feeling anything I posted because I feel like it all looks the same in my opinion. So I do a lot of colors, so I wanted to do something the exact opposite, which is really dark, and I was trying to try something new. So I hit up Nora, and she was down. So I kind of just played with lighting a little bit. It had a whole new setup, and it was an entire different vibe, and it was tight. Flawless, it means a lot for me just because I'm self-conscious and I have anxiety, so with Flawless, it's a constant reminder that no matter who I am or you feel me, like everything that I have or struggle through as a person, it doesn't tear me down, if that makes sense. It doesn't lower who I am just because, it doesn't belittle who I am.
Yeah.
And that's why I like it. I started shooting in 2015. I was 17 years old when I started shooting, 16, 17. And I've been shooting since then. Probably 2018 when I got into a studio. That's when it hit me like I could really do this. Because at first I was outside and I was charging like $100 for a shoot. And I wasn't getting booked like that. So yeah, probably when I got into a studio, it was really what opened my eyes.
So you feel like, what do you prefer more, like outside shoots or in studio?
I actually like on location. I really do like on location shoots, but I feel like I can get more creative. I don't know, I feel like I can get more creative outside versus in the studio, but I really do like studio because you can control everything. Well, that's a really good question. That is a really good question. How do I want to be remembered? I want to be remembered not for me, but for everything I'm promoting and everything I'm doing. So that's how I want to be remembered. So if I God forbid, but if anything happened to me, I want people to still push what I'm trying to do, my message type. So
what's your message? Just
be positive. I mean, it's a positive message. I want people to know that they fine just how they are. I mean, if you don't know. If you need to change, then I want people to be able to recognize that they need to change and make an effort towards that. But as far as mental health and how you look physically, I want people to know that you're fine, just how you are. Because I can't even talk. You're created the way you are for a reason. So that's how I feel.
Yeah, that's solid. I do feel like, especially in a Black community, a lot of people don't talk about mental health, you feel me?
I definitely agree.
So in your opinion, since you are pushing the Flawless movement and you are pushing positivity and mental health awareness, what's some advice that you do have for people who feel like they are struggling with probably mental health? To
know that they're not alone with it, because that's something I struggle with the most, especially since I do have anxiety. I tend to blame myself a lot, on a lot of situations I can't control. I tend to blame myself on it, and I've done that for years. And when I realized that I wasn't the only person doing that, it made me feel better. It made me feel better. Just knowing that there's somebody else who can relate to me and what I'm doing, how I go through stuff, and somebody else do the same thing, and we can help each other get over it.
Does your family know that you struggle with anxiety? No? Do you think that they would believe you? Because parents be so old school.
Yeah. That's why I never even the way I feel about everything, I never even expressed to my dad. I just talked to my sister, my biggest supporter.
Who's your biggest supporter? The stuff that keep you pushing.
That's a really good question. I have a few solid people, a few people who are very, very solid who support me. My sister is a big one for sure. My best friend Aubrielle, she's another big one. And then there's a lot of people. I don't want to leave nobody out because there's a few people who really there's people who just hit me up randomly and just ask me I'm okay type shit. and I really do like shit. Like I really appreciate that because I don't know, I never got that before, so it's different. So those are two big ones for sure. Just on the top of my head, I don't want to leave nobody out. Let me think. I'm not gonna leave those two because I feel like if I name more people, I'm gonna leave a lot of people out, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna name my sister and Aubrey up. The violence, like you said, the violence is a big one, and everybody hating on each other. I think those are the two biggest ones in Indy. Because when I went out to Atlanta, there was none of that. There was no like everybody was trying to support each other. I met this dude in a Lyft, and I got his Instagram, and he just hit me up like yesterday, just telling me like he can drive. He said I did real good on the photo I posted. So yeah.
It's crazy how you notice different vibes and different people, you feel me?
Yeah.
It's like, it's really weird though.
Yeah, it is
like,
weird.
It's like Indy got their own vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kentucky got their own vibe. You feel me? Atlanta got their own vibe.
Mm-hmm. I want Indy though. I feel like it could move towards the right direction if the right people, because I feel like Indy has select people who are, I feel like Indy has people who are like micro influencers, if that makes sense. So I feel like if those people came together and through something that was positive, I feel like it would change everything. My family, they honestly don't know everything that I'm doing. They really don't know anything I'm doing. But I will say the reason why I do keep going is because of my mother. My mom passed away when I was 11. I was 11 turning 12. And that alone keeps me pushing every single day. So that's really all I need to get up and do what the hell I need to do.
And do you have advice for people who may have experienced a loss in their life?
What would I say?
Everybody has different coping.
Yeah, everybody definitely has different coping methods. For me, what I did, which I regret doing, I kept everything in, and it kind of just ate at me until probably 2017. So that's 7 years. I say just release it all out when it happens, because it helps you. I'm not gonna say move forward, because I feel like you really can't move forward from something like that, but I feel like you can get better from it. If that makes sense. So yeah, I feel like just release it all, and just don't be afraid to express how you feel or get over stuff, how you get over it, because everybody do get over stuff differently.
What's the advice that you have for being an entrepreneur and continue to be an entrepreneur?
Take risks. Take as many risks as you can. So that, because I feel like that's what entrepreneurship is. It's about taking risks. So I feel like you should take risks, network, and support others. Because I feel like when you support others, you get support back. So I definitely feel like the more you support, the more you get support. And don't be like discouraged if you don't break even, if that makes sense. Like, don't be discouraged, because most people don't break even the first time they do shit. So you just gotta keep going, because eventually you're gonna profit and grow. And don't quit. If you start something, finish it. That they flawless, like that they're flawless. How they are, involving like they're okay. I don't want people to when it comes to their mental health and all that type of stuff. I don't want people to get down or discouraged or feel less. Like, I want them to know that they still a person. We still got the same blood. They got the same blood that freaking Barack Obama has. So we're all the same. So I feel like there's no reason why someone should feel less than somebody else because of something they're going through. Like, we're all still equal at the end of the day. Like, if you take away everything, we're all still equal.